Hi everyone and welcome to Vlogmas day 12. So I have been kind of teasing this video for basically the entirety of Vlogmas. I'm like, I am going to make my Christmas wish list video, and I had kind of meant to make it a little bit earlier in December, but things just kind of kept happening. And then yesterday I was putting together my list and my dad actually ended up texting me being like, hey, do you have like an Amazon wish list or whatever? And I'm like, oh, perfect timing because I'm actually making one right now. So I figured I would do my little Christmas wish list. These are mostly just like little things that I feel like I need, or like that I've had my eye on for a while, or that I've been thinking about all year. Nothing super extravagant or anything like that. I think I only have like one thing that's on my very much like fantasy wish list of like, I really wish that I could get this. It almost certainly will not happen, mainly because we already have so many other appliances that are like similar to this one, but it's one that I've been thinking about for years, and I'm like, I'm just gonna put it in my wish list video. I will say that you'll probably notice that there's not that many books on my wish list, especially this year. That's mainly because I feel like I have not really had my eye on very many new books recently, especially within this last year. I will say I feel like I've only purchased maybe 2-3 new books this year, and even then those aren't like specifically 2024 new releases or anything like that. I feel like this year I've really focused a lot more on buying used books. So the majority of the books I've bought this year have been from Goodwill or like thrift store, like whatever. So honestly, trying to come up with like new books that I would want, not really possible. I found myself really struggling trying to find books that I wanted to put on my wish list, and I'm like, why am I trying to force it? If I really don't have that many books that I want to put on my wish list, I'm just not going to add them. So yeah, we're just going to get right on into this wish list, and I feel like we should start off with the one that I was already teasing, the biggest one on my absolute like fantasy, like this may never ever happen wish list, and that is a Nespresso machine. I have had my eye on an espresso machine for years at this point. My aunt and uncle have one, so whenever we go over there, I will have like an iced latte from their Nespresso machine, and it's like one of the best at-home coffees I've ever had. It's always so good, and it genuinely rivals most other like coffee shops. And they actually have one at Target that I've been looking at that is like, I think $150, $160, and that is like my dream coffee maker, unless it's like an actual espresso machine. I've had an espresso machine before, but it wasn't like one of the nicer ones, and the espresso shots that it pulled were just like not very good, and there's really nothing I could do about it. Like, I would try to buy different espresso, I would try to get little accessories to try to make it better, or I'd like watch videos or whatever, and I could just never pull a very good espresso shot with like my cheaper machine. And so I ended up not really using it as much, but I feel like if I could get like a consistent shot out of an espresso machine, I would use it every single day. So yeah, this is like the top of my fantasy wish list. The next thing on my wish list, which is definitely a lot more attainable, is this really cute kit that I saw people post about from Target. And it's like this make your own friendship bracelet garland. It's so cute. I don't know if this is something that I would actually use, but it's really adorable, and I think it'd be really cute in my room. I think I could find some way to use it as decoration in here, and I think it's adorable. I absolutely love this item. I think it's just so cute. Okay, so those are all like my Target things. Okay, Google, how do you pronounce L'Occitane?
That's pronounced L'Occitane.
L'Occitane. So the beginning of my Amazon wish list, we'll start at the bottom. I put on the L'Occitane Shea Butter Ultra Rich Lip Balm, and I've always really been into lip balm. I'm such like a lip balm girly. I always have it on me, whether it's like this, like the Blistex, or like Sun Bum or Burt's Bees or whatever. I am such a lip balm girly, and I've used the L'Occitane brand before and I really like it, and so when I saw it on Amazon, I'm like, let me add that to my wish list. The next thing on this wish list is a pack of white crew socks. I have been going to Planet Fitness almost every single day since March, and because of that I go through crew socks pretty regularly. I do have some pairs that I have stolen from my brothers and my dad, but they are a little too big for my feet, and so they kind of are uncomfortable in my shoes, and a lot of them have been worn a lot before. And so when I get them, when I'm like kind of like, it's like a hand-me-down to me, they get holes in them a lot quicker because they've already been used before by my brothers and my dad. And so I would love to have a pack that is just for me and that is my size, because I only wear crew socks to the gym. Like whenever I'm wearing like leggings or whatever, I just like the look of them a lot better than like an ankle sock or like a no-show sock. And they're just overall more comfortable. I just like the feeling of them on my feet and my legs. It's always so funny as you get older that you're like, I really want socks, I want underwear, I want this kind of, you know what I mean? Whereas like when you're a kid, you're like, socks? Really? Socks? The next thing on my wish list is the Tree Hut body wash. I love this body wash so much, and it's in like the perfect container. It's like just big enough and it lasts for a really long time, and I love this body wash so much. If you ever want like a body wash that you can get at like Target, Walmart, whatever, Tree Hut is like my ultimate favorite one. The next thing on my wish list is kind of like any purse. I really need a new purse. I feel like so many of mine are really old and just not really my style anymore. I used to really be into kind of like the crossbody look, but I feel like it's just like uncomfortable. And personally for me, I hate the way that it just goes right across your outfits. And so it kind of ends up ruining your outfit. It kind of like cuts your outfit in half, and I don't love that look anymore. And so I've been really into more of like the shoulder bag look instead. And I really want a type of shoulder bag that can kind of go from like really casual to a little bit more dressed up. And so I chose this one. I think it's really cute, and it would be a nice little addition because for the most part when I'm using a purse, I am typically just using like one of my canvas totes. The next thing on my wish list is an Angels baseball hat, which surprisingly, I am a huge fan of the Angels baseball team. I've been a pretty big fan of them since I was in high school. Like I have posts on my Instagram from when I first started my Instagram back in like 2011, 2010 or whatever that was. And I am posting about the Angels. I have always loved them as a baseball team, and I have supported them for a long time. And for some reason, I don't own a baseball hat that is like Angels. It's funny because I have a Boston Red Sox hat. I don't have an Angels one. So I wanted to put this one on my wish list. I really like the color of it. And as you guys know, I've been really into hats lately. I've been wearing them a lot more. And yeah, I think I need one. I think it's time. The next thing on my wish list is the Amazon Echo Pop, and this is just like a room speaker. I actually have my Google Home, which you heard from earlier, and I love it so much, but I feel like I just need another speaker only because I want to put it in the kitchen. I am the one that does the dishes every day, and I always put on music while I'm doing the dishes. But I have a speaker and it's just not very good. The sound quality is really bad. It doesn't get very loud, and there's really not much you can do with it besides just use it as a speaker. So I would love to have a sort of like Alexa or Google Home or whatever that I can put in the kitchen and have it there, and anybody can use it, but especially me because I need to listen to music or podcast or whatever while I'm doing the dishes. The next thing on my wish list is a coffee tumbler. I really love this Chamberlain coffee one. I've had Chamberlain coffee in the past and I do like it, and I also have been watching Emma Chamberlain's YouTube videos for quite a while, and I love the style of this coffee tumbler. I think it's really cute, and I've had my eye on it for quite a while, so I'm like, you know what, let's add it to the Christmas wish list. It will definitely get used because I used to have a clear one from Starbucks, but that one got really disgusting, and honestly I think someone in my house lost the original top to that Starbucks cup, so I just ended up tossing it out because A, it was gross, and B, I couldn't find the top to it. And I'm very much the type of person that's like, I don't like to mix and match tops to like my cups. I want everything to stay with exactly the thing that it came with. So it just kind of ruined it for me. So I need a new one. And this one is like a good size. I like the style of it. I like the clear. It's cute. Okay, on to the 3 books that I added to my wish list. The first one is Didion and Babbitts by Lily Analik, and this is one that I've had my eye on basically all year. I believe that it's a new release. I think that it came out sometime this year, but this is one that I've been wanting to read so bad. I love Joan Didion and I love Eve Babbitts. I love both of their work, and I'm really intrigued by this book. I actually saw it in person a few days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this book and I really need it and I need to read it, so I added it to my wish list. And the next book is The Happy Couple by Nisha Dolan, which is another book that it came out I believe this year as well, and I have been really intrigued by it. I was able to get it from the library, and then just through like circumstances I was unable to actually like start it and finish it before I had to return it to the library. So unfortunately I didn't really get enough time with it, and I would just like to have my own personal copy, so I added this one. And then the last book on this wish list is The Poet's House by Jean Thompson. This one reminded me a little bit of Writers and Lovers, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite books of all time, and so when I saw this book and it reminded me of my favorite book, I'm like, you know what, let's add this one to my wish list as well. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. The next thing on my wish list is a pop socket. It's really cute. It has like a moon and a sun, and it's adorable, and I am a huge pop socket user. As you can see on my phone, I have a pop socket. This is actually a cheapo one that I got recently because I needed something on the back of my phone just so I could hold it, and I hate it. It's so uncomfortable and it like hurts my fingers. So I really want just like a real pop socket because those are super comfortable and I've never had an issue with them. So I would just like to get rid of my cheap pop socket and use like a real branded pop socket. The next 2 things on my wish list kind of go together, and they are a set of nail glue and also a set of press-on nails. I was doing really well for a few months and I wasn't biting my fingernails, but I've kind of unfortunately gotten back into the habit. It's so hard to kick this habit. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, you know what, I just need to go back to using my press-on nails. I just need to go back to it. And this set looks really good. I really like the Kiss brand of nail glue, and so I added this to my wish list just so I could start using my press-on nails again because I need them. I feel so naked without my nails on. Okay, so the next thing is some skincare. This is the Kos RX Glass Skin Starter Set, and I thought that this looked really interesting. I really love anything skincare, and I've never tried Kos RX before, but I have been really intrigued to use them. I see that brand a lot at Marshall's, and I always want to buy it, but it's a little bit expensive at Marshall's, even though I know it's expensive like regular price. But this is a gift set. It's only 20 bucks, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds like something that I would really enjoy. The next thing is the Eva NYC Therapy Session Hair Mask. And I need a hair mask so bad. I feel like my hair is so damaged right now and so dry, and I would love to have a hair mask that I can use every week. It's mostly because recently I did bleach my hair, especially the ends of it, and so it needs a little bit of like a hair mask day at least once. The next thing on my wish list is a pack of phone chargers. I am always in need of phone chargers. I think the one I have right now is from Five Below, and it's fine, but from my track record with iPhone chargers from Five Below, I know it's gonna break soon, and so I'm just kind of waiting on that day. But I saw this pack of chargers that I think my brother has bought before and really liked them, so I put this on my wish list because I always need a new phone charger. And my phone is really old. I think I have like the iPhone 11 or whatever, so it needs to be charged quite often throughout the day. And so having phone chargers that say they're gonna charge really quickly, that's a plus for me. And the last 2 things on my wish list I have been wanting for so long. Like as a kid, I would always try to use these things because I wanted to like be kind of like that like old Hollywood movie star kind of like, you know, they're wearing these to bed and whatever. but I could never really get with them because it's just like a sensory overload. But now that I'm older, I find myself wanting these things more and more, and I actually use one of these things, but it's like disposable, so I have to keep buying them. I'm like, what if I just get ones that I can reuse? So the first thing is a pack of sleep masks. I really want these so bad. I'm the type of person that needs like complete and utter darkness when I sleep, and so I'm like, this might work really well just to have like a sleep mask on when I go to bed. And then the next thing is a pair of earplugs, like reusable earplugs. I really want these so bad. I would say I use the earplugs that I already have right now pretty frequently, so it'd be really nice to have a pair of earplugs that I can just use all the time and I won't have to worry about them. So yeah, these two things would be absolutely perfect for helping me get a better night's sleep. And yeah, I feel like it's very Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany's of me to ask for an eye mask and earplugs. So yeah, that's everything on my Christmas wish list. Of course, I feel like there are other things I could definitely add. There's just like clothes or like blankets or candles or things like that, but I really just kind of wanted to stick to the basics, like things that I genuinely do need. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it gave you some inspiration of like what to buy your friends or what to ask for yourself or whatever. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I am doing Vlogmas for the rest of the next 2 weeks, I guess. So yeah, definitely subscribe and follow along, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!